Hello, and I hope you're having a great day. I'm going to show you how to cut some long layers and some angles into your hair. Now, I did trim my length, but that's for another day. I really focus when I'm doing that, so I just didn't take a video on that. But long layers. So you want to have like wet hair, or if your hair is like super curly, you want to straighten it first. And you want to section your hair down the middle, no matter how you wear it, okay? You want to have a pair of shears. Now, you don't have to have these. I've seen girls on YouTube using house scissors, and their haircuts like come out phenomenal. But I have these because I was a hairdresser, and you can get shears at like Walmart or Target for like 20 bucks, like Conair, but yes, I do have a couple of pairs. So you're going to section it off into two sections by parting the hair down the middle all the way to the back. Now, long layers, you want to take, see how it's the middle part? You want to come back and almost do like, it's not really a specific shape that I guess it's like a little baby triangle. But like this is the straight part, and then triangle, triangle. You want to bring it up. 1 second. All right. Now you always want to bring it up with tension, okay? Now where you hold it up and cut it is where it's gonna fall, okay? Okay. So I'm going to lift it up, going forward, because the whole thing here, I'm doing angles after, so I'm going to want it all to blend in with my angles. I'm going to take about an inch off. I know that looks like a lot. Okay. Now you can see the layer is about right there. Now, you want to grab a little bit more below it, both sides and from the back. Bring it up. You're going to see where the shorter pieces are. Let me get this. It's called your guide. So like you can see, I can see, my hair is kind of dark, where the shortness is in there. You're going to put your fingers there. You don't want to cut into your guide ever. Okay, so now you're going to follow your guide. You're going to cut the longer pieces to match the shorter pieces. Like I said, don't cut into your guide, because then you're just creating potential to be uneven, just random spots. Just follow that guide that you've created by lifting your hair up and cutting and chipping into that piece. All right. You can already see my hair is already getting more body. Okay, so now you're literally just going to be pulling everything up, just kind of still in that triangle shape. You're just making the triangle bigger and bigger, and you're going to chip into the longer pieces, that you see. Okay, now I'm going to cut my angles, and then I'm going to blend it. So I want my angles, you want to do a little C shape from about the mid to the back of your ear. See? Now clip that off. And get it out of the way. I slide cut my angles. I used to slide cut my clients' hair with angles, and it's the only way I like it. I want them to start, leave about half out, almost chin. And I'm literally going to slide down. You just put a little bit more tension as you go down. Bye. When you grab the bottom half, you're going to want to blend. I guess my hair didn't like that too much, so I'm going to just go in, and rather than slide it, I'm going to actually cut it down. Grab the bottom, get to the shortest, the last piece before it goes into the rest of your hair, and just my hair is starting to dry. Now you're going to grab the top. Once again, do a C with the rest of the hair. Okay, so here you are literally sliding down and adding a little bit of tension as you go down to get that framed look. I just really wanted like angles for a long time, and everybody's just afraid to do that on me. And I don't know why. I love angles in my hair. I'm just going to chip into these a little bit right here. I'm actually going to make it a little bit shorter. You start just being able to like see the angle and how it's flowing through your natural hair. Now you really want to blend. I'm going to do the other side actually, and then I'll talk about blending your layers.
All right, so at this point, you're literally going to do what you did on the other side. Make a C, section it off. You're going to find about where you wanted it to start, same as the other side, and you're going to slide down to get a guide. But then if you look at my hands after I'm done sliding, wait for it. You can also hold it out with tension on a diagonal and chip up. Always chip up. Okay, so remember, no big chunks, just chipping up close your face to help frame. So I've just taken down the rest of my hair, and I'm literally doing what I told you before, finding my guide to my angles and just chipping into it so that it all matches and it's all coming up the same. And the beautiful thing about angles, I mean, as long as you don't go too crazy and hack them, as long as you're chipping into them and they're framing towards your face, you don't really want them to be too perfect anyway. You want them to have that flowy vibe. Now I'm just kind of checking out the other side, making sure these angles are still good too. Just chipping in. all towards my face. You can see how I'm curving the comb towards my face and angling my fingers towards my face, bringing it in. Boop, 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 chip, chip, chip. Just kind of seeing where it falls.
Okay, now I'm going to start blending my angles with my layers. So I'm going to part my hair down the middle again, down the back. I'm going to take a section from, not the bottom, so I'm going to leave the bottom, just kind of pick up a section in the back, put tension on it, and bring it forward, and I should be able to see my guide. Yep. You can see there is a shorter piece right here. I'm going to blend that with the rest.
All right, so you're gonna see me do sections leaving that bottom half down, pulling the hair forward. You'll see your guide, that hair that was already cut. You're literally just going to keep pulling sections forward like you see me doing here. You should definitely be watching this video while you're doing it, just to kind of pause and rewind where you need to. So see, still pulling forward, just trying to make sure everything is even going forward. This is me blending my layers. Here you're going to see me section off from the back now. They're still leaving that layer on the bottom. Pulling forward, and you should see a little piece. Oh, nope, I guess that one was good. So it just comes forward, and you're just kind of checking your work as you go. There it is. Cut it. All right, now you're just going to do that on that whole left side. So just keep pulling it forward and chipping into it until you feel everything is even, and just kind of check yourself out as you go. Flow it with your hands, see if you like the way it's falling. See? Yep. So now you're going to go to the other side and do the same exact thing. So you just cut long layers and angles into your hair, brush it all forward, now pull it down to make sure it's even.
Okay, so now that you're done cutting your hair, you're gonna want to see it. Okay, so when you're blow drying your hair, I usually just section it off like this.
Now you're going to see me just blow drying it all forward. You are literally going to just take this, angle it all towards your face. Whether you're doing the back, the front, the side, just blow dry it forward. Let it all get in your face and let it hang out there until you throw it back.
Wow. Should have cut my hair years ago.